Hello everybody, welcome back to Ouroboros Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is looking into what their current feelings for you are. And I have 4 piles for you guys to choose from today. Pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and pause this video if you need to. Take as much time as you need to find the pile that sits right with your energy as well as with your person's. And I will see you in a minute. Hello pile 1. Today's pick a card reading is looking into how your person is currently feeling about you. And before we get into how they're feeling about you, I have oracle cards here to indicate how they are currently viewing you, how they see you. And for that question, we have starfish, hummingbird, deer, and the key word for deer is progress. And we have death's head, and the key word is imitate. Okay, so when it comes to how your person is seeing you, I feel a lot of like forward movement, a lot of momentum in some kind of way when it comes to your own evolution. There seems to be this openness about you that they're highlighting here, an openness to learn, a willingness to hear certain things that perhaps you don't want to hear, a willingness to look at yourself in ways in which are uncomfortable but bring about growth, bring about evolution. These are all really positive cards. I get the feeling that they feel as though with death's head here and the starfish, as though there might be certain aspects of you that you are still searching for, that you don't necessarily know who you are entirely. And you're kind of exploring that part of yourself. With imitate here, there's definitely an element of them feeling as though you two are mirroring one another in some sort of way. You two are similar in some sort of way. But there's still an element of like individuality with the death's head. This isn't copying. They don't view you as somebody who is copying them. They view it more as there's just similarities between the two of you. With the starfish here, this to me is indicative of somebody who is very alluring, very beautiful. This person is very attracted to you physically. But at the same time, the starfish can be somewhat superficial in the sense of them wanting to please others rather than ask themselves what their own hopes and dreams are. And I get the feeling that they feel as though you're still working on that. With the deer here, what this is telling me is that they see you as somebody who is rapidly growing, rapidly expanding, moving beyond who you've been in the past. The deer, when it is born, can begin walking within, minutes of having arrived here on this earth. And can outrun even humans within a week of being born. So their growing process, their growth process is very rapid, very quick, and very adaptive. And this is telling me that they feel as though you're going through some really profound changes currently, for the better. And with hummingbird here, this is all about somebody who is curious, willing to learn. Hummingbirds are very quick, so there's another element here of fastness, rapid changes. And with curiosity, this is telling me that they see a willingness to learn, a willingness to do better perhaps. The hummingbird is always in search of nectar, is always in search for the sweet aspects of life. And they see that in you. They see you as somebody who is really wanting to enjoy life, enjoy the present moment, enjoy the experiences that are kind of handed to you. And when opportunities arise that probably or perhaps aren't sweet, aren't enjoyable. They see you as somebody who wants to take those opportunities as a chance to learn, and perhaps make mistakes. There's definitely, when it comes to learning and growth, especially when it's as rapid as what I'm seeing here, there's definitely mistakes that are going to be made. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for how they are currently viewing you. They see you as somebody who's changing. And perhaps you two haven't seen each other in a while, and if that's the case, this has to do with them seeing you leveling up. But also, if this is a connection that is current, that is kind of growing, they see you transforming yourself into the best version of yourself. You're very much so in touch with your higher self and in touch with who you are or who you want to be. Let's go ahead and look into how they're currently feeling about you. Well, that was a terrible shuffle. I get the feeling also with these animal cards that have come through that they see you as somebody who wants to do better, who wants to, who just wants to do better, who wants to right past wrongs, perhaps. Okay, how is pile one's person currently feeling about pile one? Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. We have the Page of Cups, the Four of Wands. How is pile one's person currently feeling about pile one? Okay, we have Judgment, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Okay, we have the Four of Swords. Why is the Page of Cups here? Why is the Page of Cups here? We have the Ace of Swords. Why is the Four of Wands here? The Queen of Wands. Why is Judgment here? Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Ace of Wands here? The Page of Pentacles. And why is the Six of Pentacles here? Okay, we have the Two of Cups and the Eight of Swords. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So how is this person currently feeling about you? There's, with the Two of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles, there's definitely an element here of them feeling insecure in some way. I get the feeling that they feel as though they owe you an apology of some kind with the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, Judgment, and the Ace of Pentacles. And also with the Seven of Swords here, there's definitely a feeling of needing to right a wrong or needing to clarify something, needing to get something off their chest perhaps, or explain themselves, ask for forgiveness. In order for there to be clarity and a fresh opportunity. They definitely recognize this. We have three aces here. This is telling me that there's a very strong desire to start over. But there's this element of them feeling with the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Swords There is an element within them that is causing them to feel as though they are unable to give equally to this connection. Like, not unable, like they don't necessarily know how. They feel there's something here within them that's telling them that they are incapable. That's a better word. They feel incapable of doing whatever needs to happen here in order for this fresh start. There's a lot of insecurity of them not feeling good enough, of them not feeling worthy, of them not knowing how to show up as a good partner, perhaps. I get the feeling that they're seeing you, I know based on these cards, they're seeing you as somebody who is willing to put in the work, is willing to acknowledge your own shortcomings, is willing to change responses and behaviors that perhaps don't work or aren't the healthiest. There's just something here that shows that you are somebody who is brave enough to look in the mirror and is brave enough to step outside of your comfort zone. And they don't feel brave. They don't feel as brave as you. They desire you immensely. With the Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands, there's definitely this understanding within them that they want you, and there's great joy when the two of you are together. There's definitely a lot of warm feelings here. And with the Seven of Swords and the Four of Swords, I get the feeling that there's like an element of them feeling guilt, them feeling remorse for something in the past that they did that perhaps changed the course of this connection, and they don't necessarily know what to do. And because they don't know what to do, they're not taking action at all. With this Four of Swords, this person is still feeling as though they have a lot of reflecting and a lot of recovering to do from something that has happened in this connection. There's definitely like, there was dishonesty here. It could be that there was dishonesty. It could be that perhaps the dishonesty has to do with this connection actually being over. Like perhaps they've made it seem as though they want this connection to be over. But the Four of Swords isn't like a final type of card where like kind of like the Hermit would be, where there's like kind of long-term solitude. This is more short-term. There's just a lot here indicating that they see a lot of potential with you. With the Queen of Pentacles here, they feel like a level of comfort, a level of nurturance from you whenever they're near you, whenever you two are together. There's like an element of them feeling secure, but I don't necessarily know if they feel as though they make you feel secure as well. With the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, I get the feeling that they feel aware and inspired of what it is that they need to do, but they feel kind of like a brand new baby. They feel like a fish out of water. They feel like they're just learning how to ride a bike and they have no idea how it's going to feel being on the bike. They have no sense of balance. This person is definitely in like the early stages of developing the skills that they need in order to be the best version of themselves, in order to feel proud of themselves, confident in themselves. I would say that this connection has held up a mirror to them. But we also have oracles. So for your oracle cards, we have number 33, chaos and conflict. We also have number 43, deep knowing. We have the destroyer and the nectar. And we also have number 23, labyrinth. So what this is telling me is that this person feels super conflicted about their feelings towards you. Like with the destroyer here and chaos and conflict, there's this feeling of having really brought about, of them having brought damage to this connection that perhaps can't be fixed. There's definitely a feeling here of recognizing that there is harm that's been done, that there's something that needs to be worked on, but the damage might be too great. And with chaos and conflict here, it just feels like they're conflicted on what the right thing to do is. I get the feeling that with the nectar here and deep knowing, the nectar is all about those things in which can heal us. And the hummingbird is all about searching for that nectar. So they see you as somebody who is searching for those opportunities to heal, those opportunities to feel good. And when it comes to how they feel about you, they see you as one of those opportunities to feel good. They want to be near you. They desire you greatly. But at the same time, I get the feeling that they feel as though this connection is one of the causes of their hurt, whether or not it's their fault or whether or not it's something that you did. Perhaps the Seven of Swords has to do with a betrayal of something that you completed or did toward them. But there's definitely a feeling of like them feeling as though you're the anti-venom and also the venom, or like this connection is both harmful and healing. And like it's just like there's conflict in their thoughts and they can't find a clear answer to how they're feeling. They're definitely in their head about this. They don't know how to get out of their head. But there's something here with deep knowing that's telling me that what they're realizing is that if they could get out of their head, if they could take a step back from their thoughts, their intuition is speaking to them, and their intuition is telling them that there is something very special about this connection. And they know this deep, deep down. But right now I get the feeling that they're very overwhelmed and they don't know what the right thing to do is, because they're just not sure of what the outcome would be. It could be something really, really beautiful, or it could be something that is really self-destructive and perhaps destructive to you as well. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more. Let's see what else is coming through, if there's anything that I missed. Is there anything that I missed? What have I missed about how they're feeling? What have I missed? What have I not seen? Okay, we have number 3, magic. Number 46, power. And number 9, shift. And on the bottom of the deck, we have spiritual cleansing. Okay. So, what this is telling me with magic here, this is giving me the same energy as deep knowing. There's this aspect that they're feeling where they're not quite understanding why they still feel so connected to you. It feels like this connection has gone through a lot. And for some reason, they're still very drawn to you. They're still very, very, very connected to you. And they feel that. They feel a strong connection to you. With power here and with shift, this is telling me that they recognize that they need to step into their power. And I kind of get the feeling that where they're at right now with this 4 of Swords energy, with this kind of inactive energy, this feeling of kind of rest, recuperation, is them stepping into their power so that they can make a change to this connection in some way. This person is definitely going through some sort of transformation right now, and wants to feel empowered in this connection and make changes to this connection, wants to definitely move this connection forward and be kind of in the same energy as they're seeing you in, where they want to transform themselves or evolve, learn from things. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Let's go ahead and get you guys some advice. Let's see. What advice is there for pile 1? We have loyalty. I am there for the people I care about in whatever way they need me. Ride to the airport? No problem. Bail you out of jail? You bet. Go see your band again? Maybe. The point is, when I stand with them, I know I'm a part of something special. And to be honest, it doesn't suck to look around and remember they're standing with me too. And we have open-heartedness. I know that life and the people living it can be an absolute bummer sometimes, but I promise not to let unhappy chapters make me jaded. If I let negative experiences turn me sour, then the jerks win, so I'll move on with an open and hopeful heart, if only because I hate losing to jerks. All right, pile 1, well, this is what I'm seeing for you today. If this reading resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box of this video. And please subscribe if you haven't already, so that I will have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye! Hi pile 2. So today we are looking into how your person is currently feeling about you. And before we get into that, we're going to look at some oracles to see how it is that they're currently viewing you. And for that question, we have moth, horse, and elk. And the key word for elk is zeal. So what this is telling me, pile 2, is that your person sees you as somebody who is incredibly brave, who goes after what it is that they want, and who doesn't give up easily. They're seeing you as somebody, I think, in the sense of they don't quite understand you. They can't quite wrap their head around you when it comes to you having such a positive outlook on the conclusion or on the receiving of your goals, the completion of your goals. I get the feeling with moth here that there's like an element of them feeling as though perhaps you're positive to the point where it's unrealistic, and yet at the same time, it seems as though you not giving up leads you to what it is that you want. There's so much here indicating that you're like a powerhouse to them. They see you as somebody who is just fiercely free, like free in the sense of you don't allow your fears to control yourself. And in this freedom, things kind of fall into place for you because you're in a state of alignment with what it is that you're desiring. You definitely take an active role in your life, and you by no means are somebody who is victim to circumstance. I get the feeling that they don't quite understand how you find so much courage. Yeah, they just see you as somebody so incredibly free, abundant, authentic, spirited, and somebody who goes after what they want fearlessly. And perhaps changes course, changes goals, changes desires quickly, or loses interest in things quickly as well. But it doesn't matter. Like you live life intentionally is what I would say they're seeing in you. And it's coming through very, very clearly and very loudly. But that's how they're currently seeing you. Let's go ahead and look into what it is that they are feeling for you, what their current feelings are for you. Well, that was a terrible shuffle. Man, this deck is like, I love this deck so much, and I just don't want to mess it up. It's just so beautiful. It's my, okay. Well, we're gonna take it. We have the Three of Cups reversed. How is pile 2's person currently feeling about pile 2? Okay. So we have the Three of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords. How are they currently feeling? What are the current feelings about pile 2? Okay, I'm just going to take this top one, and we have the 9 of Swords. Okay, why is the 3 of Cups reversed? We have the Hierophant. Why is the 7 of Swords here? We have the Ace of Cups. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Why is the Queen of Wands here? Okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Why is the Ace of Swords here? The 2 of Pentacles, and why is the 9 of Swords here? We have the Knight of Pentacles, and then on the back of the deck, we have the Star. Okay. So, how are they currently feeling about you? What are their current feelings? There's a lot of concern here for this connection, in the sense of, I get the feeling that this person just does not seem to be on the same wavelength as you. Like, I get the feeling that this person is much more reserved, is much more perhaps worried about what other people think, definitely goes with the status quo, or sees things in a more mainstream type of view. And I get the feeling that they don't necessarily, with the 3 of Cups being reversed and then the Hierophant, what I feel is that they don't necessarily want to share you. They want something more serious. They don't want something that is non-committal or casual. And I don't know if they've been honest about how it is that they're feeling. They feel, with the 7 of Swords here and the Ace of Cups, I feel as though they are recognizing that they perhaps have made themselves come across in a certain sort of way that's not necessarily true, and they're realizing that they really need to release these emotions and be honest about what it is that they're feeling. They really, really desire you. With this Queen of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles, I get the feeling that they're seeing you as this Queen of Wands, as somebody who's determined, as somebody who gets what it is that they want, goes after what it is that they want, who knows what it is that they want, and they feel as though they have to be patient. Like with the 8 of Pentacles here, they feel as though patience is something that's required of them in order to get what it is that they want. And I almost feel as though there's like an element of frustration here. But what they're recognizing is that, like, I just get the feeling that they feel as though you two are on different pages when it comes to what it is that you two desire. And they feel a lot of clarity in the sense of what it is that they want, and they want to express this to you, but they recognize that it might mean compromise of some sort. It might mean taking things slower than how they would actually like it to be, and they don't want to take things slow. I think taking things slowly kind of worries them. And perhaps it's because you have such a fast moving energy. They're concerned that by having to take it slowly, it means that something's not right for you, that something feels off for you. There's just something here with the 9 of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles that's telling me that this person is really in their head about this situation and is really overthinking it, is playing things over in their mind, and is kind of coming up with worst case scenarios, I would say. And with the Star here, what this is telling me is that they really, really desire you. They're wishing for you. You're what it is that they want, and they're really, really hoping that they have the outcome that they desire. But even just from this, just from these tarot cards, like what I can see is that this person is definitely opposite of you, is opposite of you in the sense of they don't have that optimistic outlook or that trust in themselves to know that what it is that they go after they're going to get. Yeah, that's what I would say. We also have oracles here. And for your oracles, we have Thanatos, We have the vision. Number 36, come to the edge. And 54, what is hidden will be revealed. I think this just confirms what the tarot is showing, in the sense of, with the 7 of Swords here, it does feel as though there's some sort of secret that they have been keeping and they have a desire to reveal it. But there's, with come to the edge here, this is them acknowledging that there is deep, deep fear of what the outcome will be by expressing their emotions to you. But something needs to change. They have with the vision here, they definitely have a certain goal in mind, and the way things are at right now currently, they want that to come to a close and for something like a rebirth of some kind, for something new to occur here. And I get the feeling with Thanatos, this is about death. And I get the feeling that this really is confirming that they are very fearful of their hopes and their dreams for this connection coming to a close. Yeah, let's go ahead and look into more oracles just to see if there's anything that I missed. What have I missed about how they're feeling? Is there anything that I have missed? Yeah, okay, so now we have veiled, number 38. Just more messages coming through of them being dishonest or not being very forthright about something. Yeah, but with veiled here, this is indicative of the veil needing to come down. Like they're recognizing that the truth needs to come out. They can't live in this state of deception or dishonesty or inauthenticity anymore when it comes to this connection. What have I missed? Is there anything I've missed? Okay, so we have number 23, jealousy, and number 17, friendship. This is telling me, with the Hierophant here and then the 3 of Cups reversed, that there is, I think that they might be concerned about someone else in your connection. Like, I get the feeling that they're worried that there's a friend of yours, or there's just something here. It could be that they feel as though you are friends with somebody and it might not necessarily be just a friendship, and it's causing them to be really, really concerned about where this connection is headed. It could also be that they're concerned that you might only want friendship. Another thing that I'm picking up on that it could be is that they feel as though your friendships with others, like they feel jealous of the energy and the time and the attention you're giving to your friendships. There's just something here of them that's telling me that they feel threatened in some sort of way by someone else, or someone else or a group of people is what I would say. And perhaps like they don't even feel like they have the right to. Like with the Knight of Pentacles here, it might be that they feel as though you two haven't been seeing each other for long enough, or this connection just isn't really at that space or that time in which it's appropriate to talk about them wanting more of a commitment. There's just something here with the Knight of Pentacles that like tells me that there's like an issue with timing, of them overthinking things or feeling impatient, wanting things to go faster. But yeah, this is interesting. And I see it with the 2 of Pentacles too. It's like they realize, like I think there's an aspect of themselves that's worried that they're being perhaps irrational and like they need to slow things down or calm down what's going on in their brain. Yeah, but that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Let's go ahead and get some advice and see what comes through. Okay. What advice is there for pile 3 when it comes to their connection? What advice is there for pile 3 when it or pile 2? What advice is there for pile 2 when it comes to their connection? Okay. We have self-worth. I cast off all concerns about what people think of me. I know I'm a totally kick-ass person, and my kick-assness can never be diminished by rejection. This is actually a message that was coming through for how they're currently feeling. Like, I get the feeling with the 8 of Pentacles here and the Queen of Wands as though they don't feel as though they are worthy, and they're trying to prove themselves to be worthy to you. But let's keep going. This could also be a message for you. So people can think what they think and feel what they feel. In the meantime, I'll just keep on knowing what I know without thinking about what they are thinking about what I already know, I think. And we have solidarity. I respect the power of solidarity and look for opportunities to unleash it. When a loved one has to do something tough, I'll heed their often silent, but sometimes loud and whiny call and participate in the toughness with them. Everything is easier when a partner / cohort / sidekick joins you. The only thing that's not easier is feeling resentment, which I suppose is the overall point. All right, pile 2. Well, this is what I'm seeing for you today. If this resonated, I would love to hear about what's going on in the comment section down below. If you haven't done so already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel so that I would have the chance to read for you in another video. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box of this video. Thank you so much, pile 2. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Today's pick a card reading is looking into how your person is currently feeling about you. And before we get into that, we're going to look at how they are currently seeing you. So for that question, we have dolphin, and the keyword is play. We also have tarantula, and we have hare, and the keyword is beginning. So I feel as though they are looking at you currently as somebody who is at a crossroads or is on the verge of making a very important decision that requires starting over or getting outside of your comfort zone in some sort of way. They see you as somebody who is very joyful, very young at heart, who, despite these changes and this calling to step outside of your comfort zone, there's still this profound joy that like radiates from you. Like, you don't seem like somebody who is very fearful of change. If anything, it seems like you embrace it. You embrace change, and you enjoy being a part of where life takes you. But I definitely get the feeling that you're at a crossroads of some kind right now, and a decision is needing to be made. That's coming through very heavily here. And it doesn't seem to be something that this person is very fearful of by any means, at least not in terms of what's coming through here. It seems as though they're looking at you in awe, and they're seeing that like exciting changes, exciting progress is coming your way that is going to bring you great joy. They see you as somebody very intuitive, very in touch with themselves. But yeah, there's like, you're going through a very special time. There's something very special on its way to you that they are currently seeing. So let's go ahead and get into how it is that they're currently feeling about you. Okay, so we have the 6 of Swords. How is pile 3's person currently feeling? We have the 6 of Wands. How are they currently feeling about pile 3? We have the Star. How are they currently feeling about pile 3? We have the Hierophant. How How are they currently feeling about pile 3? Okay, we have the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Okay, why is the 6 of Swords here? We have the Knight of Pentacles and Judgment. Why is the 6 of Wands here? Why is the 6 of Wands here? We have the Moon. Why is the Star here? Why is the Star here? Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. Why is the Hierophant here? 5 of Pentacles. And why is the 2 of Cups here? The 9 of Swords. And why is the 8 of Swords here? Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. Okay, this is this is a lot. Let's see. So I'm kind of curious to see if for some of you this change or this crossroads that's coming through has to do with you moving, perhaps. That's just something that's coming through, like as a possibility of what's currently going on. There's something here about transitions and having to face the fact that a transition is in fact happening. That they are definitely feeling in their heart space currently. And I get the feeling that they're very concerned. I think it's interesting because when it comes to how they're seeing you, they definitely don't see you as somebody who is like out to get them or has a decision to make that has to do with them. But I think that whatever this decision is, they feel very worried that it's going to affect this connection. This person cares for you deeply and feels a great deal of love for you, and is very clear-headed when it comes to what it is that they desire with you and how they feel about you. But I get the feeling that there might be this element of them being concerned about being rejected or being left behind for whatever it is that you are having to make a decision on. But there's an aspect here of them acknowledging with the Moon and the 6 of Wands. There's like this part of them that is acknowledging that their fears might be illusions and their mind might be playing tricks on them, and there's the possibility of this connection being very successful still, of them still feeling as though this connection is healthy and whole and complete. And there is definitely, with this Fool here as the bottom of the deck energy, this is telling me that deep down inside, whatever decision you make, whatever path you choose, they'd be willing to go all in with you if that's something that you desire. What I'm getting from the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles is honestly that they don't necessarily want to be single. Like it's not their greatest desire. It's not something that they want, but it's something that might happen that they don't have control over. It's very specific. But I get the feeling that like if that happens, they're okay with accepting it because they definitely want what's best for you. They would never want to hold you back or keep you feeling trapped, because I feel as though with the 2 of Cups and the 9 of Swords, they know very clearly, they understand deep within themselves that to love someone means to allow them to be free completely. And in knowing that, there's the fear of being hurt. I also have oracles for how they are currently feeling about you. And we have the Shaman, the Pilgrim, number 74, Share Tenderness, and number 35, Loyal Heart. So with Loyal Heart here, this just confirms that like they genuinely want what's best for you. Like what they desire, what their ego wants, what they desire as the outcome is not the most important thing. The most important thing is making sure that they are expressing love in its purest form. And if that means letting you go, then that means letting you go. But this person is absolutely loyal to you. This person loves you deeply. With Shared Tenderness here, they feel very connected to you. They enjoy the emotional intimacy that you two share. There's definitely a closeness and a sweetness to this connection that they feel deep within themselves. With the Pilgrim here, this is also give me kind of the vibes of somebody who might be moving, like physically moving from one place to another. But obviously, if it's not a physical move, there's a transition of some kind happening. And with the Pilgrim here, this is telling me that how they feel is that they would be willing to go with you through that transition. Whatever the transition is, they're willing to go through that transition with you because, quite frankly, they see this as a long-term connection. They see this as something long-lasting, something that's worthy of putting in the work. They see this as something very, very special, is what I would say. And they feel it within their heart. They feel the specialness within their heart. Let's go ahead and get some more oracles and see if there's anything that I missed when it comes to how they are feeling. Okay. What have I missed when it, oh geez. They're feeling everything. But the first card that's popped out upright that I can see is number 44, Transmute. Let me go ahead and grab the rest of the cards. Let's see what else comes through. This made a mess. Okay. How is pile 3's person currently feeling? What have I missed when it comes to what they're feeling? Okay, we have Earth, spiritual cleansing, and gratitude. So this person feels that changes are coming, but they don't feel as though this is, like, I think intuitively, they don't feel as though this is the end. However, with spiritual cleansing here and Earth, what this is telling me is that they feel grounded within themselves enough to know that whatever happens isn't going to destroy them. This person seems to be feeling as though you add to their life, you add positivity and love to their life. You don't actually make or break their life. This person seems to be really secure in themselves in that sense. And at the end of the day, no matter what happens between the two of you, they have found this connection to be a great blessing to them and something in which they will forever be grateful to. Yeah, let's go ahead and get you guys some advice. What advice is there for pile 3? Okay, we have ownership. I take ownership for how I make others feel, and I do my part to repair any bridges I might have burned, or perhaps even lightly singed. If bridge mending feels impossible, then I can start small. Instead of becoming a bridge architect, maybe I'll just skip the bridge and walk the long way around. Taking ownership is great for burning calories. And we have wait and see. Thoughts love to wander into assumptions and race ahead into the future, but what if you told them to cool their jets and chill a sec? Today you get to put your mental chatter on pause, to take a breath and simply wait and see how things play out before you let your mind run a marathon of imagined scenarios. Wait and you'll see that waiting and seeing was a lot more productive than wondering and worrying. Insert audible sigh of relief here. All right, pile 3, well, this is what I'm seeing for you guys today. If this resonated, please share in the comments section if you so desire. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box of this video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so that I'll have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye, pile 3. Hi, pile 4. So today's pick a card reading is looking into what they are currently feeling for you. And before we get into that, we're going to go ahead and look into what it is, how it is that they are currently seeing you. So for that question, we have Roadrunner, and the key word for Roadrunner is brave. And we have Coyote, and the key word is vocal. And we have Sea Serpent. So they are seeing you, pile 4, as somebody who is unafraid to be completely themselves, unafraid to be vulnerable. Somebody who is essentially very, very brave in the face of perceived danger. And the Sea Serpent is all about expressing desires. So what I'm getting is that they seem to think, or seem to see you as somebody who is very emotionally in tune with themselves, knows what it is that they want, and is capable of expressing difficult emotions, as well as emotions that could perhaps trigger abandonment or rejection. You're very much capable of expressing those things in a way in which is peaceful, authentic, direct. They just see you as somebody who definitely advocates for themselves, and somebody who I feel like, with everything that's here, somebody that they genuinely enjoy conversing with, genuinely enjoy communicating with. I get the feeling that they don't ever feel confused. They don't ever feel strung along. It seems as though you are a very forthright person, and you are capable of having difficult conversations before things get to a certain point where damage is done. Yeah, you're very good with your words, and I would say you are capable of tact in the process. But that's how they are currently seeing you. Let's go ahead and look into how they're currently feeling about you. Okay, so we have the 7 of Pentacles reversed, the Ace of Cups. How is pile 4's person feeling about pile 4? Page of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. How is pile 4's person currently feeling? Okay. We have the 8 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. Why is the 7 of Pentacles reversed? The 2 of Wands. Why is the Ace of Cups reversed? Or not reversed, upright. We have the Hanged Man. Why is the Page of Cups here? Okay, why is the Page of Cups here? Why is the Page of Cups here? Okay, this is too many. We'll just take the top one, the Ace of Pentacles. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? We have the 6 of Cups. Why is the 8 of Pentacles here? Why is the 8 of Pentacles here? Okay, we have the 10 of Swords and the 6 of Swords, and then why is the 5 of Swords here? We have the 8 of Cups, and then on the back of the deck we have the Page of Pentacles, and then I see the 10 of Cups here. Okay, so how does your person feel about you? There seems to be a great deal of trust here. for you. There seems to be a great deal of security when it comes to how this person is feeling about you, about your connection. With the Ten of Pentacles here and the Six of Cups, I would say that this person sees you as a life partner, sees you as their soulmate, sees you as somebody that they want to spend the rest of their life with, that they want to build a life with. This person definitely feels as though they have found their person in you. And in having found you, they feel very much safe in expressing their feelings. With this Ace of Cups here and the Hanged Man, they feel as though they can be their most authentic self, their truest self. They don't feel as though they have to perform for you or be anything that they're not in order to be accepted and loved by you. We have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Like before the Ace of Pentacles came out, death flashed itself, and then it went back into the deck. And the Ace of Pentacles kind of confirmed what death was telling me, which is that I get the feeling that they have a desire to kind of move things forward, make things a little bit more serious. I feel like the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Swords kind of is the same message as this Ace of Cups and the Hanged Man. But I think that they look back on past connections. They look back on their life and they see the ways in which they had to jump through hoops, or what it felt like was jumping through hoops in order to kind of appease partners or maintain a connection in a certain way. And they're kind of looking back on this now and thanking everything within them that those kinds of connections ended because they were inauthentic. This person feels as though this connection has given them wisdom when it comes to the gifts that living authentically and being authentic and genuine and facing the fears of rejection can give you. They feel an immense amount of peace in this connection. And I get the feeling with the Page of Pentacles being the bottom of the deck energy that they're like, they don't feel a need to rush this connection. Like there's desires here. But there's no need to be impatient. I get the feeling with the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, like they feel as though no matter what direction the two of you decide to go together, no matter where you take this connection, they feel as though it will be the right decision as long as the two of you are still being authentic and genuine with one another. There's just such a sense of security here, such a sense of trust. Like this person feels as though they have kind of moved on or evolved from connections in the past that really didn't bring out the best in them. They feel as though this connection brings out their best traits. You see them for who they are in the best ways. They feel as though you complement them very well. We also have, when it comes to how they are feeling, we have number 18, Serendipity, Anima Mundi. Number 45, Laughing and Crying, The Vow, and All That Glitters. It feels like this person has like a really good head on their shoulders, where they see you for who you are and you see them for who they are, and you haven't been placed on like a pedestal, or you haven't been put under unrealistic expectations. With All That Glitters, this is telling me that this person is seeing you as a human being, as a partner, not as somebody who's here to save them, but somebody who they want to spend, with the Vow here and the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. I think for a lot of you, And only if like this is something that you definitely feel. For a lot of you, this is something that they really want to commit to long term. Anima Mundi gives me, from what I remember about this card, one of the messages that comes through is accept all, reject none. And with all that glitters here, I get the feeling that they feel as though they know you truly. They know you for, like, and with laughing and crying, I feel it too. There's this aspect of like incorporating both shadow and light to see the whole picture. And they've seen everything that they need to see to know that like they accept all of you and they feel accepted by you. And this connection was meant to be. Let's see if there's anything that I missed with some more oracles. Have I missed anything when it comes to how this person is currently feeling? So we have Stormy, number 21. Have I missed anything? We have Courage, number 37. Okay, and then we have Trust, definitely something that I have been feeling. And then Guides and Full Moon. They feel as though this connection has a lot of potential to create a lot of abundance with Full Moon here. With Stormy here, this is kind of giving me the energy of this Five of Swords, where there's just like, I get the feeling that this is them looking back on who they were before this connection, and perhaps the ways in which they weren't necessarily being genuine or living life in a way that like really struck their heart. And it feels as though like they have a great deal of security within themselves now. And with that security comes the ability to trust in what's to come. And I think Guides just confirms this. There's just so much security here. Like and I think another thing that's coming through with Stormy is that they feel as though regardless of what comes your way, you too will be able to handle it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get you guys some advice. What advice is there for pile 4? Okay. We have Humility. I take a deep breath and release all of my desire to be right. Without right, what's left? A soft and pliable version of me that's willing to make mistakes, hear other people's opinions, and try doing stuff a different way. In other words, I get to take a pretty sweet, all-inclusive brain vacation. What advice is there for pile 4? And we have Wholeness. I am complete, whole, and filled with love. I have everything I need. If I ask or look for more, I'm ignoring the love and gifts that are already in my life. Instead, I'll be grateful and acknowledge that anything else would be extra icing on life's cake. And I kind of feel like you guys are already in this energy of wholeness, and this is definitely something that's just kind of confirming that this is happening. Although it is nice to have this reminder that you two are adding positivity to one another's lives. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 4. If this resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you will subscribe to my channel so that I'll have the opportunity to read for you in more videos soon. Bye!